Well, hello friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Morning Dew, daily events worldwide, and we are on May 12th, 2020. Welcome to the third surviving day on this planet. Welcome to the Daily Dew, where we look at space weather, world weather, earthquakes, disaster alerts, keeping you aware and prepared. Starting out here, looking at the sun, 304 angstroms. You can see large plasma filaments erecting from the northwestern limb here. Small solar tornado ensues and lifts away. Just looking here in these first few images, watch right there. Poof, gone. Some more plasma filaments here, southeastern limb. There was a backside CME as well. Looking at the annual spiral graph, looking here at another light, able to see that the coronal hole is in and out of stream. Definitely going to see an increase in space weather in the next 12 hours. KP index of 2. Looking at our heliosphere, still a very quiet sun. Got all excited there last week when there was a sunspot, a filament eruption, as well as CME, coronal hole, but now there's absolutely nothing. We have an in and out diminishing coronal hole, and as well quite possibly some incoming here. But other than that, it's pretty quiet. Looking here at the annual spiral, showing incoming space weather. Green circle on the right side of the center dot is Earth. The center dot is our sun. You can see on the top part of that graph, that was a departing CME. Looking here at the Schumann resonance, as there's a new graph. This is a new way of looking at it, and this is showing the last 3 hours. So right now we have a power of 10. Looking here at a real-time solar wind, we're steady at about 314 kilometers per second. North and south polarities taking off a little bit. We also have some cyclonic activity to talk about on our planet. There is a cyclone forming here towards East India, and as well Myanmar later in the week, as well a small one here heading westward, tropical cyclone Vongfong. We'll get to that in the 5-day forecast coming up. Let's get to earthquakes here for the last 24 hours, as it's been pretty busy, especially in Hawaii. Look at all the earthquakes just today. There's been about 60 earthquakes just south of the Big Island in Pahala. Many minor earthquakes throughout the day, and it's been occurring over the past 72 hours and increasing in frequency and numbers. A closer look here at USGS, you can see they are centered just south of the Big Island. Quite possibly a brand new island forming right there. So across the west coast right now, we're watching minor activity. The Springs, California, and as well Washington with a 2.6 today, but still very quiet everywhere else around the world. 4.6 here, deep, 386 kilometer depth, Russia. Semi-deep earthquakes here, Papua New Guinea and Indonesia, but still quiet across the normal west coast ring of fire. Most of the action is heading out to Hawaii right now. It's a bubbling up, I believe. As well, 5.0 here, Peru today. As well, earthquakes moving right into Trinidad and Tobago. And the earthquake swarm in the Dominican has almost diminished. 4.0 there in Greece, 4.6 here. Bouvet Island. So very strange events happening around the plates for earthquakes. West coast or west side, a ring of fire, very quiet. Hawaii taking all the energy right now. And watch for that to bounce back and forth between Alaska, California, the Cascades, and into Central America. So stay aware and prepared, my friends and family. BC, and as well, friends and family, Central America. Let's get to the Pacific Disaster Center here, showing the most recent volcanoes being updated. Popo in Mexico, as well Asosan in Japan, Sangay in Ecuador, Nevados de Chilian in Colombia, Fuego in Guatemala, Docono in Indonesia, Sabancaya in Peru, Ibu, Indonesia, as well Semeru, Indonesia. So that's all in the last 13 hours. So that's 11 volcanoes being updated. Very active day on the planet indeed. Looking here at the tropical storm path of Vongfong. Over the coming days will be a Category 2 when it makes landfall in the Philippines. It's quickly forming storm and a little bit unpredictable. Watch for it to increase tonight. Quite possibly could be a Category 3. Also watching tornadoes pop off across Texas, as there is a large storm front moving through today. Low pressure system heading east-northeast, sucking up a lot of warm moisture from the Gulf. Watch for things to intensify the next 24 hours. Let's get to the 5-day forecast brought to you by Meteor Earth, Meteor Mike. Starting out here, home base, Calgary, Alberta. Cool temperatures again throughout the evenings, and still trying to get those temperatures up to spring-like conditions. And it looks like it'll happen in the late long-range forecast, because look at northern Alberta. Cold weather and snow moving in from a large low-pressure system that was spinning over the Hudson Bay. As well, Atlantic provinces experiencing a mixed bag of precipitation. Watch for central United States and northeastern seaboard for extreme weather, and as well a lot of rain, downpours through central regions and Texas again. Watch for those storms to form. Also watching an area of interest here just south of Florida in the 5-day forecast, quite possibly could be tropical storm forming in the Bahamas. Stay aware and prepared, my friends. Things are really starting to heat up around the world. Looking here, South America, watch for heavier rains through Colombia and coastal regions, Panama, as well Venezuela. Other than that, daily evaporation rains. As well, southern Brazil, watch for heavy rains. And over the next couple days through Uruguay and Paraguay, watch for a lot of storms, probably a few historic hail events as well. Overlooking Europe, low pressure system moving in from eastern side over the United Kingdom brings some really cool conditions throughout Central Europe. West side experiencing quite a warm up already. This low pressure system from the Atlantic still trying to penetrate into the Mediterranean in the 5-day forecast. Overlooking Africa, not much to talk about except for daily evaporation rains. Nothing too heavy or significant to talk about. Except for very cool temperatures, South Africa. And then overlooking here into East India and Myanmar, 5-day forecast showing a cyclone forming. So it definitely will be a cyclone tearing through Myanmar in the next 5 days. Stay aware and prepared. Thoughts and prayers to everyone affected by these extreme weather events that our planet goes through. Overlooking here, forecast for Vongfong. Overlooking Australia, cooler temperatures, very cool, southeast, and completely dry. No rain to talk about in the next 5-day forecast. We'll leave you here looking at the southern hemisphere versus the northern. Much love to you all, and thank you for tuning in today to the Daily Do. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and share with your friends and family from around the world, as we like to stay aware and prepared, stay young and have fun, and get your morning dew. Prayers for humanity. Bye-bye.